So this next part of the process is we're going to go into our Aweber autoresponder, and we're going to finish the setup phase. We're going to go in again to the autoresponder and finish the setup. So I'm going to use Aweber for this example. Same principles are going to apply whether you're using GetResponse, whether you're using GetResponse, ActiveCampaign, Infusionsoft. The principles are very similar. We're creating our opt-in form. We're creating a new web form for this example. We're creating an opt-in form. We're creating a follow-up sequence for that opt-in. And so this is how we're creating our very first sales funnel right now. Next thing that we're going to do is log into the autoresponder. So there's multiple autoresponders you can use. You can use Aweber. You can use GetResponse. You can use ActiveCampaigns. There's many other ones that you can use also. So I'm going to log into my autoresponder now. So I'm going to log into my account, and then up here at the top, we're going to go to list options, or I'm sorry, manage list. Manage list at the top of Aweber, manage list. And then we're going to create a list. I'm going to choose create a list. And the company name, we'll just put in your name. So you can put your company name here or the product name. So that's my company name, so I'll put that in here. And then the company website, I would put a link to your squeeze page link, would go right in there, company website. And then which address would you like to include? So put in my address there. Sender name, it's going to come from your name. So John Smith, sender name would be john.smith@yourdomain.com, and then click on next step. This is where you're going to create your list name. So what I like to do when I create my list name is, it's tempting when you first create your account to be like, I'm going to call it something generic like list 1, list 2, those types of things. But I like to make sure it's very specific to the product or the offer. So my free offer, it's the $100 a day offer. So I'll call it $100 a day funnel 1, just so I know exactly what it is. So this is also going to help your customers understand. So you will receive free training on how to earn a full-time income with PLR. And then click on next step, and then choose response required. Please confirm your request. Please click the link below to confirm that you'd like to receive email. So again, my confirmation message, please click the link below to confirm that you'd like to receive your free giveaway product. And then the next thing, thank you, and then you put your name there, and then choose, again, this is the confirmation message that you must approve first. Approve message and create the list. Approve message and create the list. And I'm going to show you guys one other thing that I do. Now, it's up to you if you want to do this, but notice up here it says current list. Now I've got hundreds of lists, no joke, in my Aweber. This is just my Aweber account, and inside Aweber I have hundreds of lists, and so we want to choose the funnel that we just set up, and that's $100 a day funnel 1. And then list options here, we go down to list settings and select list settings. So list options and list settings. So all that looks good, so that's perfect. You can personalize your list, and I will keep that up to you. If you want to connect your Twitter, you could do that as well. So every time you send an email broadcast, it would go out to Twitter. And then I'm going to go here to confirmed opt-in. So please click the link below to confirm that you'd like to receive your free giveaway product. And what I choose here is send a confirmed opt-in email for the web forms. I tend to turn this one off. I turn it off, and some people might say, well, that's no good because that's not double opt-in. They encourage you to keep it open. I like to turn it off because I find I get a much better rate of subscribers that actually end up on my list, because in this day and age, a lot of these follow-up emails that they get, the confirmation messages get stuck in spam, and so people that were intended to be on your list, they don't end up on your list. And so I turn that off. And then the confirmation success page if you have one, that's going to be this first funnel. So that's going to be that sales page that you guys would have. So it's your sales page for your product, your PLR product. So that's where you get the content that I'm showing on these pages. So I'm going to choose Save Settings. Save Settings. All right, so that has now been saved. So the next thing that we're going to do here is going up. So now we've created our form here. So we've got our form set up here. We need to create our sign up form. So we need to create our sign up form. So I'm going to go here and choose sign up form. And then we're going to simply select create your first sign up form. Okay, so now what we're going to do here is go to the opt-in forms. We're going to choose our template. So there's several templates that you can choose from. There's some that I've used pretty successfully. So I'll show you which one that I've used. It's this gray one with this blue background. It works really well for me. Again, you can choose from any of the templates that you want. You absolutely don't need to use the one that I use. I just happen to like that opt-in form. That's all. So I'm going to choose load template, and then again I can take the header off there, and you can really customize these templates really well. That's what I like about Aweber and GetResponse. You can actually play around with these, you know, very nicely, and actually there's a lot of possibilities there. So let's go here to background, and you'll notice the background color was, you know, kind of had a gray. You could actually change that color if you really wanted to, but I'm not going to. So you can really play around with that. And so I've also got the main form here, the body of it. And so we've got the body of the form, and then the background, you can go like with the solid color if you want. So you got your name, you got your email, and then this one here says submit. And I like to use, this is the phrase I like to use, send me my free training. I think it's a little more personal than just submit. Send me my free training. And it's hard to argue because that page that I'm using as an example here, it's my best converting one. It converts at over 50%. So I only want to share the best. So it's very, very profitable for you. So we've got our little page linked up here, so send me my free training, and then we're gonna go, now you can choose to, I just do email only. You could choose if you want to do the name as well. So I'm going to take off the name and just go strictly the email, because that tends to help me get a better conversion rate for my squeeze page. Now your situation might be different. And so now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to come over here and going to choose go to step 2. Go to step 2. And then my web form, I'm going to call this funnel 1 opt-in. And then the thank you page, this is really important. They've got a basic thank you page, which is a default one by Aweber, so it's a default thank you page. And you also have a custom URL. So the custom URL is going to be, so this means after they opt in, what page are they going to land on? Well, the thank you page we want them to land on is our first funnel upsell, So that's going to be this page, just so you guys can understand how this works. The thank you for signing up page that we created at the beginning here with the no thanks link after the order button, that's going to be the page we want them to land on. If you also will have an already subscribed page. That means if they've already subscribed, Aweber would send them to a page that said you've already subscribed to my list, or you could just send them straight back to the funnel, which I prefer to do, because that way, if they've already subscribed to me, they might go right back through the funnel, and I'm perfectly fine with that. So then you go to step 3 and you choose save your web form. Save your web form. And now we're ready to add our web form to our HTML page. So very simple now, right? So we're at a very simple process. I will install my form, and I'm going to choose JavaScript just because there's a lot less JavaScript coding. I'm going to click on that, right click and choose copy, right click and copy. And then I'm going to go over to my files here in Composer. And notice in this template, now you guys are going to have access to this template. Yours is going to look slightly different because you're going to have new, new wording up here that fits your market and your free offer. You might have a new image here for your free giveaway offer. So yours is going to look quite a bit different than mine is. And so what I'm going to do is highlight, enter your autoresponder code here. All I've got to do is highlight that, go up here to where it says Insert HTML, and then I put my mouse over that area, so enter autoresponder code here, and I paste it in, Control V or right click and paste, and then I choose Insert. Once I insert that, the opt-in form is going to be on our page. Then I simply choose Save, save on this, and now I can upload that change. I can upload that change. So I'm going to go here to my squeeze page here. So I'm going to go to my squeeze page in the folder, and I will upload that. And so now we can go back and look at it. So there's index-1A, okay. And you want to make sure that it's your index page, because that's going to be the main squeeze page there. So now that we did that, let's see if the web form shows up. And so let's go here and go to free offer 1. And there it is. Discover how to start from scratch and generate $100 per day. Grab your guide to make money online free. Boom, put in their email. So now I'm going to test this out. I'm going to put in my email, choose send me my free training, and it takes me right over to this page. And at the same time, they've been added to my email list. So we've tested that now. So that's pretty exciting because now we know how to create our funnel, right? So we've created our squeeze page. When the email is put in, when they put in the email and click send me my free training, they're taken where they should be, which is our first upsell. But now we're not done yet because we need to, because as we promise on this page, remember we tell them that they need to check their inbox in order to get access. So now we need to create the next thing, which is going to be our follow-up email messages. And I'm going to show you an example by creating, we'll do 5 of these. We'll do 5 follow-up emails so you guys can get an idea of how this works. Now, for your first funnel, you can get by with just 1 product. I have a business partner and good friend of mine who has over 100 products and 100 follow-up messages. So that means that is complete automation, meaning when people land on his squeeze page and they get his free giveaway, they are they're touched, meaning they're reached out to over 100 times with good value, good training, and opportunities to upgrade through affiliate links and those types of things. So he does a really good job of that by having a good follow-up sequence. So now that we're ready to go, it's important when you're an AWeber that you choose current list and you choose $100, the funnel that you're working with. So the drop-down menu, make sure you're working with the squeeze page or funnel that you have. And I'm going to go over here to messages, and you want to choose draft, messages and draft. It's now going to ask you to create a message. Now they've got a drag and drop email builder, they've got a plain text message builder, and an HTML editor. Now for me personally, I like to use the plain text message editor because I find that it's just so much simpler to simply copy and paste these emails in. Some people like to use custom HTML, and that works just as effectively. That works really well also. So I'm going to come over here and type a very brief email. So hello, thank you for signing up for my free report and training teaching you how to make $100 per day with PLR. You can download your free report and audio interview at the link below. And let's go here And then that's perfect. Okay, and if you need anything at all or have questions for me, please respond to this email and I will answer you directly. Watch your inbox for the next few days, as I will have more value to offer you. Thank you, and then put your name in there. And the reason we ask them to respond is because you want to get them in the habit of engaging with you, but also it's been proven now that with Gmail and Yahoo getting really, really big on spam traps and making sure, it's very difficult for a lot of our emails to end up in the inboxes like they used to. And so when you have people respond to you personally, that actually tells Google, it tells Yahoo that you're sending legitimate emails, like as if were receiving emails from a friend. So if they're actually hitting the reply button, that is tracked. Whenever people whatever they do in their email, whether it's Yahoo or Gmail or Hotmail or Comcast or anything like that, that information is tracked by them. So they know what you're doing at all times. And so when people are responding to you, they're going to know that. They're going to say, well, that person must be a good sender, so we're going to whitelist his email. And so that's why I encourage that in my first email, that they try and reach out to me. And I'm going to add that later on here to all my funnels for myself, because it's so important. So I'm going to make sure because I have a lot of squeeze pages, so it's one of those things that's kind of brand new that I want to add and share with you. So your download link is inside, or I'd say access your free download your free training inside. All right, that's going to get them to open it. And then I go down here and I choose save and exit, save and exit. And then it's going to ask me for send options here. Now make sure your current list again is still set up here. Send options, you want to say add to follow-up series, add to follow-up series. So I'm going to choose, and then it's going to ask you if you want to track the clicks. That's up to you. Follow-up number 1 is a welcome message. So we're going to say add to follow-up series for our current list. So that means now when people opt in, they're going to be instantly receiving this email. And I'm going to set up the next few emails as well for you. So we're going to go here to create a message and choose plain text message. Now I've already got, just for this example, just because for sake of time, I already have some follow-up emails ready to go just for time's sake. So let's go over here and choose your first funnel, and let's go to, so now we've got our email swipes here. So this is one of our email swipes that we can use. So let's call it the real internet lifestyle, because they just opted in. And again, I'm just going to copy and paste these in. I'm going to do this fairly briefly just so you guys can see how it works. I want you guys to understand the process. Okay, so notice this, hi first name. You've probably come to a lot of markets. Okay, so I've got a little training there. And then this would be the chance to put in a link to our sales page here. So this is where I'm going to put in a link to my sales page. Now again, you do not have to be sending them to your sales page. You could be sending them to maybe an interview you did, so you build more value to them. You could be sending them to an affiliate product. You could be sending them to a video that you've done. You can be sending them, you want to get them in the habit of clicking though within your first few emails so that they get engaged with you. And so, that's what you want to do here. So again, so I'm just going to copy and paste that in there, or you could type in your email. And I'm going to choose save and exit, save and exit. And then I'm going to choose send options. Again, notice it goes to my drafts folder. And I'm going to choose send options, send options. And I'm going to choose add to follow-up series again. And this one you can choose when you want to send it. Do you want to send it one day after the previous? And I generally would say yes. So send it one day after. You could send the message based on your subscribers' local time, so you know when they receive it best. Or you can just keep that blank. So I'm just going to go with tracking of the links. We know if they're clicking. and then add to the follow-up message series. So add to the follow-up message series. And so we've done that. And then now we're going to go to create a message, and I'm going to choose another plain text message. And I'm going to open up my next email swipe. And let's just say the most frequently asked question answered. Most frequently asked question is answered. And then I'll simply copy and paste this in there. All right, and then see the question and answer here. So that is where I would throw in, again, my link one more time. And that's going to be the sales page link without the information at the top. That's going to be the sales page link without that at the top. And again, these email swipes, you would want to write your own email swipes for your product. You don't want to use mine. This just happens to be the swipes I have for my product. So yours would be different. And you could also use your affiliate link. So we'll go save and exit on that. And then we're going to go send options and choose add to follow-up series. And then again, you could choose that to go one day after the previous, And so now we've got our follow-up sequence. I'm going to do one more just because I want to make sure you guys get the process and how it works. And so let's open one more of our valued email swipes here. So I'm going to grab this email swipe, a real no-cost system. Okay, so I like that a lot. And then let's go back over here. So we'll say hello, and then we'll put in our link here. Again, it says your affiliate link, but I'm just showing you guys as an example. Could be your sales page, could be your affiliate link. I just want you guys to get in the habit and understanding of how you set up these follow-ups. Super simple, actually. All right, we'll throw our link in there one more time. And then I'm going to go over here and choose save and exit, And then we're going to choose schedule, add to follow-up series. And this one we're going to send, let's say 2 days after that one, 2 days after that. And I've now added it to the follow-up sequence. And now we've got 4 follow-up messages. So the first one's going out immediately. The next follow-up is going to be 1 day after. The third follow-up will go the day after that. And this one's going to go on day 4. So you guys can see here what's happening is we've created an automated little sales machine. And all you have to do is set these up once, and then you just focus on driving as much traffic and as many visitors as you can to this squeeze page that we set up. Because what's going to happen is as soon as they put in their email, they've now entered this follow-up sequence, and that's why it's called a sales funnel. And in this sales funnel and follow-up sequence, they're now going to start getting these emails in their inbox like clockwork. And so you could have 10 of these messages, you could have 5 of these messages. And the key thing is that you just focus on driving traffic here, and then you've got an automated machine that's running in the background. So it's very powerful for you. So that's why I wanted to show you why that's so vital to your sales funnel success. And let's opt in here and let's go check my email inbox. So I'm going to check if my follow-up showed up there. All right, so again, we're on our free offer here. We're going to test this funnel out. So I'm going to go put in my email, paulcountsmarketing@gmail.com, send me my free training. Thanks for signing up. Okay, I'm going to read through this. I'm deciding, no, this offer is not for me. No thanks, I will pass. Took me right to the download page to download my free offer. I have my coaching club link here that works correctly. And then now let's go check our email to see if it showed up. So I'm going to go to my Gmail account. We'll let that load up here. Okay, and then click play. And notice that from John Smith, john.smith@mydomain. Hello, thank you for signing up for my free report and training on how to make $100 per day. You can download your free report and audio interview at this link. If you need anything at all or have questions for me, please respond to this email. Watch your inbox in the next few days. So there we go. So now if I click on that, that's going to take me right where it should. and that is going to be right to the download link. So I've tested it. I feel good. I've got our follow-up sequence in place as well. Anytime you want to check on your follow-up message sequence or add more, you just simply make sure your current list is checked, go to messages, and choose Legacy Follow-Up Series.